What's up, everybody? It's Monday. Welcome into the Creators Lounge. Tonight we're going to talk about a new feature in YouTube Studio and your analytics. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's a research tab. Kind of gives you some insight into some different searches on YouTube, what your audience is looking for, things like that. But first, welcome everybody. Happy Monday. I am Ken. Of course, those of you here know that. If you are watching this live, thank you so much for being here. If you're catching this on the replay, I appreciate you also. Do me a favor, drop a comment down below. Once this video is done, let us know that you're here on the replay. Appreciate you coming and watching that also. So, again, we're going to talk about the research tab. If you haven't seen it yet, it is in your YouTube Studio in Analytics. It's a new feature, a feature that I think is going to be a game changer for trying to figure out what videos to put out. You can see what your audience is searching for. You can even see whether or not they're finding what they're looking for. I'm going to show you all that. And so I'm excited about it. It's something I've been doing a lot of checking into, and already got some great ideas for videos just from what I've found there. So welcome everybody I've seen already. We got Nicholas Z. What's up, man? Midnight Scroller, good to see you. Billy, what's up, brother? And Bearded Zebra, what's up, man? What'd you say a second ago? You're doing your walk and roll challenge for EDS awareness. Good stuff, man. Enjoy the walk. The weather is nicer today than it has been, so that's definitely a good thing. Be safe. Yeah, way to go for sure. For sure. All right, well, hey, how was everybody's weekend? How's everybody's week started off? I'm sitting here looking because I got a new monitor, and I don't think that I like it now that I've gone live. Probably gonna be going back to Best Buy, but that's okay. We'll get through it. How was everybody's weekend? Ours was good. It was quiet. It was low key as always. So we're happy. But let me know how your weekend was. Let me know what you're looking forward to this week, and then we're gonna jump right in just a few minutes into the research tab. I'm gonna do an on-screen demonstration. You guys can throw out some keywords about your channels and things like that. We can see what's available out there. I'm gonna show you how to get there, how to use it, how to save your searches, and then how to even go a little bit further into Google Trends and see what's out there for it. So yeah. Get the music going again. All right, so let's go over. Yeah, I guess I mean Target, right? That was the video. Yeah, that was that. How did I end up at Best Buy when I was supposed to be at Target? Honestly, Target's not my thing. Mel loves Target. That's her place to go. It's not really so much for me. I have changed my YouTube cover and I've gotten good response, so thank you for that advice. Nice. I'm going to have to go check it out. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. All right, so let's go and take a look as soon as I find the right button. You think I've never done this before? Wound up in Atlanta hanging out with some IG friends. Yeah, I saw you live. I jumped in there for a few minutes. I was having a hard time hearing what was going on, but I jumped in for a few minutes. I forget what I was doing. I was doing something, so I didn't hang around, but yeah. What's up, Vato? Good to see you, man. All right, so the research tab. Now, the YouTube research tab it's pretty cool. Let me zoom in so that we can see this. Make that a little bigger for you. That throws off my my chat also, but that's okay. Why not Amazon? Because I found an open box at Best Buy for cheaper. It's like $20 cheaper for this monitor. But I don't know. Looking at the color of it, I'm probably gonna keep shopping around. We'll see. I like it. It's a Samsung curved. I've got a Mac Mini on the way, and so I had to buy a new monitor, so I'd be ready for that. But I don't know. We'll keep playing around with it. The blues look kind of purple. I've played with the colors. I have to keep messing around with it. Hey, what's up, Shay? Good to see you. Great to see you. So, hey, this is the research tab. Now, the way that you get here, you actually go to your analytics. So you go to YouTube Studio, go to analytics. And now when you go to analytics, you're going to see a new tab up top here that says research. And so that's how you get there. Now, when you do get in here, there's a few options. It's pretty basic, easy to use. You have searches across YouTube, you have your viewer searches, and then you have saved. And so I'll start with searches across YouTube. Hey, what's up, Dagan? Good to see you, man. I'll start with searches across YouTube. Now you can literally search any topic in here. So if you're doing a video about, let's say Shay is doing something about, eBay is probably too basic of a term. Let's say if I can type eBay relisting maybe. So we'll search eBay relisting. And there's nothing. Shay, that's because I don't know your niche. There's nothing for that term. So let's just try eBay. Okay, so eBay, if we search eBay, you'll see here there's several search terms that come up. Of course, eBay is up there. Now, what you see in this list here, you see the search term that you search for, and then you also see the search volume on YouTube. So the search term, there's a list of those. The search volume is basically the volume of searches for that term. So these are all highly searched on YouTube. As we scroll down, now we get into some mediums. There's 3 pages, which I've noticed 3 pages is about all that you get back on any search. So I'm thinking they limit it down to those 3 pages. But if we were to pick any one of these just from searches across YouTube, let's just go, let's do how to sell on eBay. We'll do that. So it's going to open a new tab, and it's basically going to search that search term in eBay. Now you do get some of the same kind of thing from, like, you know, vidIQ, TubeBuddy, stuff like that. And this is definitely not replacing those tools. But what this is a tool that you have available now free in YouTube Studio. And so we're going to see sort of the top searches for how to sell on eBay. Now this can be valuable for a lot of reasons. This can be valuable because you can actually use this search. You can kind of look at thumbnails and see what the thumbnails are working. You can look at titles and see how the titles are working. And I want to be careful to say that when you do this kind of search, even if you're searching your own topic just in YouTube and looking at this, don't ever copy somebody's thumbnail or copy somebody's title. But it's just a good measure for seeing what is doing well to get that in the top search, so you can kind of model your thumbnails a little bit after that, things like that. And so that's going to show us those top searches there. I'll go ahead and close that. Now, you can actually narrow this stuff down. You can go all searches or content gaps only, which content gaps I'm going to get into. I really like the content gaps. You can narrow it down by country. You got Australia, Canada, India, UK, and the US. And you can change the language before you search. So it's just showing English results here. All right, so let's go to your viewer searches. Now your viewer searches, this is my favorite spot of this. This is YouTube literally telling you what your users, what your viewers are searching for. Now there's a lot in here that don't make sense for my channel, and that's okay because it's literally, you know, people that are searching, that are watching my content, they're watching other stuff too. So things like Sagittarius, fishing, eating. Now here's Stream Deck. That's a good search. I've got a couple of Stream Deck videos, but this is a good indication that if I do more Stream Deck videos, then I'll possibly get some more eyes on that video. We got GB WhatsApp. I don't know if that's Great Britain or what. I don't do WhatsApp, so I'm going to skip that one. Housing market, how to create a YouTube channel, which I've done. Real estate, best video editing app. Pineapple juice, that must be Joe. Is Joe here? I bet Joe was searching pineapple juice. And then we go on to the next page. These are all high search volumes. And so just on and on and on, we have all kinds of searches here that people are searching for. Canva tutorial there. If we go to page 3, how to make a video, how to be confident, how to fix, Canon M50 Mark II, YouTube Studio, which I've already saved and bookmarked this, and I'm going to come back to why. Hey, what's up, Rob? Good to see you. Shaky says try craft beer. So hey, those of you in the chat that are creators, let me know, have you seen this yet? Have you sort of dug into the research tab yet? And if so, what's your take on it, you know, off the top? Have you used it yet to make any videos? Oop, go back. All right, so let me take that down. Doing it right now. There you go. There you go. I've got a video out on YouTube already that's pretty much kind of going through the same information, but But I wanted to do a live demonstration too, because this is probably one of my favorite new parts of YouTube, basically new feature that YouTube has released in a while. This is something I really, really like. Dagon, I've seen it, but I've not played around with it yet. Yeah, it's something good. I have not. I should open my laptop more often. Oh, Ben, that's a great point. Thanks for saying that. You do have to be on the desktop version of YouTube Studio. It's not in the app yet. I don't know if it will show up in the app. I hope so, but as of right now, it's not there. So yeah, you do have to log on to your desktop, your laptop, whatever. So that's where we are now. All right, so let's go back to your viewer searches. So I was looking through this earlier, seeing what kind of searches I had out here, and I came across, let me find it again. I think it was on the second, nope, was it the last page? Yep, the last page. Okay, so I found this search topic, YouTube Studio, and right below it says content gap. Now, a content gap, what that means, and you can hover over the question mark, but what the content gap basically means is that viewers are not finding very many searches for that result. So as a creator, the first thing that should pop in your mind when you have this sort of knowledge that YouTube is telling you, hey, your viewers are searching for this and your viewers can't find it, bam, that's a video that I need to make. Because if my viewers are searching, they can't find it. If I get a video out there, hopefully they find it. If I do all my stuff right, they'll find it. So I love the content gap feature. This tells me exactly what people are searching for and they cannot find. I think that's amazing. Now this one I've saved, and you can save your searches by either hitting the bookmark or you can hit the three dots here. And if you don't have it saved, it'll say save here. I can unsave it, whatever. But that's YouTube Studio. So now what that tells me is I need to make a video about YouTube Studio, and I've already got that written down. I'm going to make a video about just walking through YouTube Studio, what all the different tabs are, kind of a basic overview. So that's something that a lot of us, most of us in here, I would imagine when we first started creating on YouTube, we sort of figured out our way through YouTube Studio. It's not difficult. We click around, we figure it out, but it's a great video because I can see that my viewers are searching for it and there's a content gap, so they're not finding much of what they're looking for. So now what I would also do, I'll click that. Let's see what kind of searches do come up for that. So here's a guide, how to use YouTube Studio 2021. Dan Carrier, I'm guessing he'll probably update that, or if nothing else, change the title. But he would want to redo that video because when he did this video, this tab wasn't there, and there's been a few other changes also. So there's one, two. Hey, here's tonight's live stream. Nice, look at that. And then as you go down, I mean, you see now we're getting into YouTube filming sets, somebody talking about their actual filming studio, somebody's filming studio. There's one. So I mean, you know, another filming studio. So literally just on the first page, we're seeing like 3 or 4 right off the top. I mean, that's not very many videos where, you know, if I was to search like how to make a thumbnail, it's going to be pages and pages and pages of how to make a thumbnail. So this is a good search topic and a good video to make. Yeah. Midnight Scroller, I'm telling you, I think this new feature is one of the best things YouTube has put out in a while. I really, really, really love this one. Hey, what's up, Santa Dad? Navigating work issues, finally made it in. Hey, speaking of Santa Dad and work, it's 7:15. We have about 15 minutes left, and the Bucks play. So go Bucks. Beat those Celtics. I don't know if you're covering any of that, but yeah. As soon as we're done here, I'm turning the TV on to finish that game up. But yeah, great to see you. Is it normal not to have anything in your viewers' searches? I haven't seen that yet. I haven't come across it. Let me see something. Midnight Scroller, what's the name of your channel? Is it the one you're on right now? Yeah, I see it. Okay. So I won't be able to see anything from here necessarily. I don't know, because your channel is, you know, established. Your channel, you obviously you have videos there, you have subscribers, you have analytics. I'll have to research that and maybe get back to you, because I'm not sure. I haven't come across that question or anything like that. So yeah. All right, so that was the YouTube Studio search. So as you can see, there's only a few videos there about YouTube Studio. There's a lot about, you know, YouTube Studio being like the studio that I'm sitting in, but for actual YouTube Studio, the app, there's not much there. So that's going to be a good video to do. That'll probably be next weekend. Mainly Facebook now. Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe. When's the last time you put out a YouTube video? I didn't look before I closed it. All right, so that is that. Now, I have that saved. So now if I want to see my saved search terms, there's a third tab here that says saved, and I'll go back and I will, you know, this is everything that I have saved. And you can see for everything that I have saved, I've got Thumbnail Maker app, I have YouTube Studio, and I've got CapCut video editing. Those are, bring that back down. Those are all content gaps. So, those are going to be good videos to make. I also have iPhone 13 Pro Max. I kind of saved that one when I was making the last YouTube video. I'll probably do some kind of an iPhone 13 video, but I don't know what yet. Quickly looked at the research tab and thought it looked interesting, but I haven't taken a deep dive. Yeah, I really like it. And why is my chat box messed up? Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Yeah, I think it's definitely dive into that. I think it's going to be awesome. And I would assume it's kind of going to, you know, it's going to grow over time and probably get better. Yeah, Tommy, the research tabs really creep me out on what my viewers search for. Yeah, some of the stuff that it shows, like mine is not too bad. I mean, Sagittarius, fishing, housing market, real estate, that's cool. There's barbecue, Bobcat, Hoover Dam, Elon Musk motivation, that's there. Secret room, I don't know, Tommy, what's that? So yeah, there are some searches that they may not necessarily, when you're using this to try to figure out content, they might not actually help you with that. But yeah, there are some interesting searches, yeah. And I agree, the content gap is very intriguing, 100%. I think for me, that's my favorite part of this whole thing, is that content gap. I mean, that literally tells you exactly, your viewers are searching for something, they can't find it. Bingo, I need to make that video. I think secret room is my viewers that watch you. All right, there we go. CapCut video editing is fun. Also, the details leaking about the iPhone 14 look like they're pushing more bells and whistles to the Pro version. That'll probably be my next upgrade. Oh, yeah, as soon as the 14's out, I'll be there on launch day. I'm that guy. I'm that Apple guy that when it's launch day, I'm going to be over at the AT&T store. Hey, what's up, Gary? Good to see you, man. If you look at mine, you'll see a lot of Batman searches. Nice. Okay, so that is your viewer searches, content gap. I mean, literally, if you're going to go use this research tab, and you definitely should, I think you should be using this for sure. That content gap, if you see things in your viewer searches that, number one, relate to your niche, that would make sense for you to do a video about, and you especially see a content gap, you need to get a video out there, because that is something your viewers are searching for, and they have not been able to find much about it. And so, let's see, we can look at another one, tree rat. I don't know what that would even be, so I'm not going to click that. Hey, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, man. I hope you're feeling better. Are you, I mean, I'm assuming, knowing you're still going to have your live stream tonight. Are you still going live tonight, or what? Let me know. But I'm guessing so. I haven't been on IG much today, so I haven't seen if you posted about it or not. I only get 1 to 2 things showing for viewer searches, not much info for me. Interesting. I wonder if it's just the niche that you're in. Most of your people are probably only searching beards. I don't know. I mean, no, I doubt that either. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. So Midnight Scroller said earlier that when she searched hers, she had nothing. There was nothing there. So maybe YouTube's still trying to get it rolled and ironed out. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, Dan, I had no doubt. I didn't want to assume, but I had no doubt. Still live. Yep. Still quarantined, but the show will go on. So yeah, Dan doesn't miss live streams. All right, so let's pick one here real quick. We did YouTube Studio. Let's see what else I had with a content gap. All right, let's do it this way. I'll go to my saved and CapCut video editing. So this tells me there's a content gap. So if I click CapCut editing, all right, so there is CapCut editing complete guide, learn CapCut in 15 minutes, 7 advanced features. You know, there's CapCut. So there's some here. I'd be curious to know what number makes a search meet that threshold for content gap. There's definitely searches here, but maybe not many. So, but that's something I would dig into and see what is there, what's not there, and research for, you know, getting that content out there that maybe is missing. You know, maybe the content gap is something specific. You know, here's a complete guide. I would say that would probably need to be updated. I've seen plenty of Justin Brown's videos. Dude's amazing, so I'm sure he'll probably update that video if that's something he's, you know, if CapCut's something he's still using. So yeah, I would take a dive through that search term and see what all's out there and what might be missing. Now, so that's saved. That's your viewer searches, and that's searches across YouTube. Now, one of the cool things also is going to be Google Trends. Now, for CapCut editing, or for any of these, let's go back to YouTube Studio since that's the one that we were talking about. So you can click these 3 dots here and go to Google Trends. Now, if you've never seen Google Trends gives you a really good breakdown of what is being searched, when it's being searched, where it's being searched, how often it's being searched, all kinds of cool things. And remember, especially for creators, because Google and YouTube are the same, you know, Google owns YouTube, all that stuff. So in case you haven't done it or don't know, when you are coming up with content ideas, you want to try to figure out how to optimize your video to be found not only on YouTube, but also just in a regular Google search. There's something else that I use for that that's called Keywords Everywhere. And I'll show you in a second what that looks like when it's being used. But you want to make sure that you're trying to optimize for both, because at the end of the day, even though YouTube is its own search engine for that, they're really coming from the same place. So it's good to try to optimize for both. Yeah, tree rat. I don't know what that was about, Gary. No idea. Yeah. Oh, same thing. I did see that. I'm going to go. I think I saw that on Facebook, though. But yeah, I'm going to go vote for that also. Dan would do the show from his coffin. Yeah, that's no joke. No joke. I've only got 3 searches that show my viewer searches, and they're totally not related. Probably because I'm not getting a lot of views or visits. Yeah, I would say too, it's probably going to get better over time. I would assume that the longer this is rolled out, probably, you know, the better that's going to look for everybody, I would think. Hey, what's up, Dave? Good to see you, man. I love CapCut. I really, CapCut is great. I use Google Trends to make my tags on every video. If it's a video about beard wash, I type that in Trends and see what pops. There you go. Yeah, the tool that I'm using sort of does the same thing. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you've seen, Dan, if you've seen, or anybody else, if you've seen Keywords Everywhere. That's something I really like to use. Hey, what's up, brother Mark? Good to see you, man. Great to see you. All right, so Google Trends, you can type in a search term, and we came from YouTube Studio from the research tab. So our search term is YouTube Studio, and you can compare. You can add search terms to compare with and stuff like that. Sort of the options you have location. So we have worldwide, or you can narrow that down by location. we have past 12 months. You can actually change your timeline of when you want to see those searches for, or what timeline you want to see those trends reported for. And you can go down to last hour, past 4 hours, day, all these different options here. You can customize it. You can choose a YouTube category if you'd like. So, here's, categories. And then you can even narrow it down by web search, image search, news search, or Google Shopping. I think for most of us, we would either want to stick with YouTube search or web search, one of those two. More than likely YouTube for the most part, but I would search it for both YouTube and web search. All right, so if we have it set right now, so YouTube Studio, past 12 months, for the week of May 23rd. Let's narrow that down. Let's go the past 30 days instead of looking at a whole year. So if we go the past 30 days, you can start dragging across the line here. Let me zoom that in a little better. So if we look at the last 30 days, we can actually start dragging across our line right here, and we can see for each day how many searches. So 48 here, 68, 100. It kind of gives you a good indication of, per day, how often this search term is actually, being searched. So that is Google Trends in a nutshell. That is, what it shows you. If we were to narrow, let's search something different. Let's just search. Let's just search beards because Dan is here. We'll search beard. So beard, going across, this is the last 30 days. This is how many people are searching those topics. So you can come and look any search term, any tag, anything like that. Now, I'm going to show you what I like to use. Tommy says, I see people putting the craziest tags in. People don't realize tags are for clarification. If it isn't spoken in the video, it just causes AI confusion. I try to keep my tags closely, but I use up all 500 characters. I always will, probably. I don't know if I'll ever change that. Search Christmas related stuff and you'll see dramatic swings. Oh, I bet if we were to search Christmas, so let's search Christmas and go the past. I was trying to think of what month we're in. So we'll go past 12 months. Yeah, there's your swings right there. So this is basically December. It flatlines for the most part throughout the year. And here's December. You can kind of see where December is right there. Yeah, for sure. So that's Google Trends. Now I'm going to show you real quick. See if it works this way. Let's see. Nope, not going to work. So let's go back to YouTube. We'll do it this way. So I'm going to go to YouTube. So this is keywords everywhere. Let me zoom in a little bit because I want you to be able to see this. All right. So if I put my search tab right here. Okay. So you can see as I'm searching, as I'm doing my YouTube search. Let's see what Tommy said. You should run test no tags on a pre-recorded versus tag spam and do a video on it. It'd be interesting. It's actually a great idea. Maybe, you know what? The video that I'm doing, my next video, I will do it that way. I'll upload it with no tags because that video is going to be pretty straightforward. It's TikTok. It's hashtags. It's straightforward. There should be nothing in there that is normally misspelled or nothing like that. So maybe I'll do that. I'll do a video with no tags and just see what happens. All right. So as I do a search now, when you do a YouTube search, as you start typing in search terms, then you can see it'll show you some recommended searches. It basically shows you search predictions for what is being searched normally for that term, right? You zoom in a little bit more because I want you all to see this really small text right here. So keywords everywhere is what I use normally for this. And you can see in here for CapCut video editing, 50 search terms a month, and it gives you some information about the typical ad revenue for that tag, for those searches for those videos. So you can see that. Now that's keywords everywhere giving me that information. If I was to do, let's say, how to create let me make that smaller. If I type in thumbnail, why is this not working right now? But I have it zoomed in too much. Nope, it just doesn't want to work right now. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, so if I type in the word thumbnail, you can see up next to each search term that's coming up, you can see thumbnail YouTube, 110,000 searches per month. Thumbnail maker for YouTube, 27,100 per month, and then on down and down. This is typically how I choose my keywords, my tags for videos. Is I'll see what is the most searched, and I'll kind of use. Now I use a combination of, you know, high number search, and then I actually pick some low ones also, because with me having a smaller channel than a lot of the big coaches, a lot of the big YouTube educators, I think with smaller searches, I have a chance of maybe being seen with those searches. So we got Mark saying, hey to Nightbot. What's up, Mark? So that's keywords everywhere, and it does that for YouTube and for Google searches. So it's basically a browser plugin, which it's a little K up here in my browser. It's a browser plugin. I've literally spent $20 in 3 years for keywords everywhere. $10 gets you like 100,000 credits, and those credits last forever. So I've been using that since I started YouTube a couple of years ago. So anyway, a little bit off track there. So that's Google Trends, and that is, in a nutshell, that is the YouTube Research tab. So whatever your niche is, whatever it is that you are creating content about, whatever it is that you can literally go see what your viewers want to see, what they can't find, stuff like that. I love the especially the content gaps. If you can create content that meets those content gaps, again, content gaps meaning your viewers have searched for this term and they haven't found much on it. If you can find that video that fills those gaps, then that's a video that should, you know, assuming everything else is done correctly, your thumbnail, all the normal stuff, that video should get some views. Hey, what's up, Scott? Good to see you. I'm assuming Scott or Jason. It even works for eBay. I use it daily. Oh, I had no idea. I do eBay searches sometimes. Tommy, would that do me any good as somebody who's just searching eBay to buy something, or is that more for sellers? Is that something that's more valuable for people selling on eBay? It's interesting though. I don't know much about the seller side. I mean, I've sold stuff on eBay, but nothing, you know, seriously, like I have something sitting around, I'll throw it on there and sell it. But I know you and Shay and others are like serious resellers, so you guys are listing things all the time. Yep. So let me know if you have any questions. I mean, in a nutshell, that is it. That is the YouTube Research tab. I think it is one of the best. No, it just shows me the way they, okay, so kind of the same thing that I'm doing here. So for me, buying something wouldn't really matter. So yeah, I think this is one of the best things YouTube has added feature-wise in a long time. I think that it's going to be great. Obviously, according to your niche, there may be some niches that are super small that it may be less helpful than others. I'll be curious to see kind of how that changes over time. I don't know. I mean, obviously YouTube has been tracking this data for a long time, so it's not like they're trying to build up data now. So I don't know. I mean, I've seen some people say that there's not many results when they look. I don't know. I'm curious to know, you know, 3 months, 6 months down the road, how that changes for you. Research tab is the best thing in a while for pre-recorded. Oh, I agree 100%. 100%. even for, I mean, Tommy, even for streams, I think, depending on how far in advance you schedule your streams out there, if you can create a stream, you know, like if I did a live stream just walking through YouTube Studio, that's a content gap. If I advertise that video, you know, a week, 2 weeks in advance, and that video would come up with those search terms, then maybe people would come to the live stream. I mean, it could be, but you're right, for pre-recorded video that you're throwing out there, for sure, evergreen content, stuff like that, I think it's one of the best things they've done in a long time. I wonder if they'll ever release channel authority ratings. I mean, you wouldn't see my name very high, but yeah. So that's the research tab. So let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to see more in depth. I mean, that's literally it. You have 3 tabs. You have the ability to save. You can see your viewer searches. You can narrow it down by region. The content gaps, I think, is my favorite part of that. I love knowing that, you know, viewers are searching for topic A and there's a content gap, meaning they haven't found much on that. I love that part. Love that. None of my videos are searched much. What to do. You talking about, I mean, I know some of yours have, but are you talking about like you looked at the research tab and you see nothing, or you're talking your specific videos you've already done? So Billy, go to the research tab, see what your viewers are searching for, and make a video. That will definitely, you know, if you hit that content gap somebody's looking for, then that video probably would be. That's where this is gonna be really valuable. I really love this feature. So let me know if you have any more questions on that. That's literally it. That's pretty much in a nutshell. That is the research tab. And that's what we had planned to talk about tonight. So again, I think it's the best thing they've done in a while. So Scott is, oh, it is Scott driving. Okay. Hey, be safe, man. Just drive and listen, man. What's up, Damien? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. All right. So we will go ahead. I got to tell you, I'm excited. I ordered finally a Mac Mini M1 decked out. One thing that you guys may notice whenever I'm streaming, especially on Fridays when I have a bunch of tabs open, if I'm looking at channels or whatever, my computer will kind of, you know, slow down and all that. And I've got a good Mac, but when you have too many browser tabs open, streaming software, everything kind of slows it down. So I've got a Mac Mini on the way I can't wait for. That's why I picked up this monitor. The Mac Mini is supposed to be here in a couple of weeks, so we're gonna be cruising through. I'm gonna max it out, see how many tabs I can open, how much I can. Like, I should be able to stream, open Final Cut Pro, open a bunch of browser tabs, and still be screaming with that Max. So appreciate you, Tommy. Appreciate you, man. Biggest search is food ASMR. Oh, Tommy, you can do some ASMR. I'll tell you who's not searching that. That's my daughter. She hates ASMR. Anytime I come across one on TikTok, I'll go play it for her, and she always does the same thing. She's like, no, and yeah, she hates it. She can't stand noises. She can't stand like eating noises, or even, you know, the people that do all that kind of stuff. She can't stand it. She hates it. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Good to see you. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it, Mark. I'm loving it too, man. I'm trying to look good out in these streets, you know what I mean? Trying to make things look right. So yeah, thank you, man. All right, so let's do, I've got some would you rather questions lined up. Let's go ahead and get into those. We'll do that now. For those of you that, I think everybody here has been here for these before, but would you rather is a just a list of questions. Basically, you have 2 options, and you choose one, and let us know in the chat which option you're going with. Let us know why, all that good stuff. These are just kind of fun. Behind the times, had to look up ASMR. Yeah, I don't watch a whole. I mean, I follow some ASMR creators on TikTok. I don't watch a whole lot, you know, of their stuff. For me, it's just not something that interests me that much, but it is interesting though. What I get real interested about is in what mics they're using, what equipment they're using to actually make it happen. So figure something out. There you go. All right, so let's get into would you rather. All right, the first question, would you rather have a job that pays $70 an hour but lets you work from home, or a job that pays $100 an hour but requires you to be physically present? $70 an hour to work from home, or $100 to be on location? Which one are you going with? This for me is a no-brainer. I don't need $100 an hour. I'll work from home for 70. Yep. I work from home now for much less, so it's all. All right, so we got home. Tommy says home all day. Mark says physically present. Mark, are you not into the work from home life? Home. Yep. Home. Damien likes to be, now I know what Damien does. He can't be, obviously he has to be physically present. But Damien, if it was not the job you do now, would you still say the same thing? You just enjoy being there? Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't work for $70 an hour right now. So if you give me $70 an hour to work from home, I don't need 100. 70's plenty. 70, yeah, work from home. Hey, Mayram, good to see you. Work from home. Gave up a 6-figure job with free benefits, pension, 401k after 24 years to work for myself. I am trying to get to the point where I can do the same thing. Doing this. My kids like to eat. So, home, money can't buy my sanity. Absolutely, Tracy. What's up? Good to see you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Hey, Billy, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Maybe not. So, yeah, if you could choose any job you wanted, I know obviously with what you do now, you can't be from home. That would be, I mean, unless it was robotic, right? But, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm taking work from home all day for sure. All right, next up, would you rather be allergic to chocolate or be allergic to cheese? It's scary. There'll be rough patches, but in the end, it's worth it. Oh, I know. I've got a number in mind that when I'm making this much per month, then, you know, what I've said is when I get to where I'm making this much per month, 3 months in a row, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Obviously, me and Mel would have to talk about it and all that stuff, but I've got a number in mind that I'll feel comfortable quitting my job and staying home and doing what I'm doing now full time. It's going to happen one day. What's up, Ellie? Ellie says home. Yep, $70. That's $145,000. Dagan doing the math for us. $145K a year. There you go. I don't make that now, so you give me that to stay home? Yeah. All right. Would you rather be allergic to chocolate or be allergic to cheese? And Ellie, I agree. This is an evil question. This is why I did it. Because I love both. I love chocolate and cheese. So Tommy's going chocolate. Dave says cheese. Billy, you got to pick one, man. This ain't court. Got to pick one, brother. Chocolate. Chocolate, I love cheese. Midnight Scroller says cheese. Yeah, milk can do without chocolate. Chocolate, I'm already not supposed to eat cheese, and it sucks. I agree. I'm not supposed to either, but I do. I love cheese, easy choice. I'll say chocolate because I put cheese on everything. Mayram says cheese. Yeah, this was tough for me because I love both. I usually always have chocolate. I've got a drawer over here right now that has chocolate in it. And I eat cheese pretty much every day. 2 of my favorite things in the world. If I had to pick one of those, and I even knew the question, I'm still not sure. I'm going to go chocolate. I honestly think that I could not give up cheese as easy as I could give up chocolate. So I'll go the chocolate route. I gotta have cheese. Me and Mel always have this. Let me know this in the chat. So me and Mel always have this conversation about, is there such a thing as too much cheese? My answer is no. I don't think there's such a thing as too much cheese. And talking, putting cheese on your tacos, on your burger, on your salad, whatever you put cheese on. Is there such a thing as too much cheese? I don't think there is. Mel thinks there is. She says that there is too much cheese. So, I'm allergic to cheese, but lactose pills work amazing. There's nothing there for that chocolate. Yeah. I'm not supposed to eat a lot of cheese because of sort of the same thing. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but I definitely have a sensitivity to milk. Maybe it's because I'm getting old. Got my girlish figure from chocolate. Being allergic would help me be healthy drastically. Oh, same here, Tommy. Same here, man. Cheese with a piece of chocolate. I could do that. I could probably do that. I hardly eat candy now. I'd pick cheese if Mel's cookies were on the line. She does put chocolate in a lot of her cookies. Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. That's a good point. I wonder if she can make cheese cookies. Is that a thing? No. So never, not too much cheese. No such thing. Never too much cheese. Dave says yes, there is. I've never complained about too much cheese. Complained many times about skimping. How many of you, too much cheese, that affects your bathroom time? That is true. That is true. How many of you go to like Olive Garden and you watch them, just continue to turn the cheese grater? I always feel bad because I'm like, yeah, I want more. So here's Mel. There is too much cheese, and I want to gag. Oh, I'll eat all the cheese. No such thing. My daughter's the exact same way. Your daughter's smart, Damien. 3 to 4 different cheeses on everything. Ellie says I love both, but I have to choose. Allergic to chocolate. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, Dave. Hey, be safe, man. Be safe, brother. Shed some tears of the fuel pump. I can't imagine what you all are spending in fuel, man. Y'all be safe. Oh yeah, she says, tell me when. I'm like, grab another block. Have you guys seen? So there's a guy on TikTok that did one of those videos where he's basically, it's a parody of, he's overdoing it, but it's funny, just showing the waitress how much she's having to turn that thing. Hey, what's up, Roy? Roy says he'd rather be allergic to cheese. There you go. Good to see you, man. Billy, don't eat Olive Garden. What's up with that, man? Olive Garden, we don't eat it very often because I do think it's sort of overpriced, but for Italian food, it's like the best we have in town. We don't have much, so it's about the only option we have for good Italian. My favorite cheese is cheese. Fair enough. Can even make dessert with cheese. Yes. All right. Next up. Would you rather only listen to old school music or music from today? Only listen to old school music or music from today. Any genre, it doesn't matter. But which one you going for? This one's so easy for me. I'll let Mel answer because she already knows the answer and she hasn't even seen these. You've never liked Olive Garden? I mean, it's not like it's completely authentic, Italian, but we don't have very many other options, so it's what we go with. There you go, cheesecake. Yes. All right, so Billy says old school, old school, old school, old school. I knew I liked you all. Y'all are some of my favorite people. Old school. There is not much music past the 90s that I really like. I still listen to a lot of old, and like every genre, like classic country, classic rock. I even listen to swing music. There are fair point. Parameters on old school. I mean, I guess whatever you would classify as old school. For me, it's anything earlier than like the 90s. Mid 90s, mid to late 90s. I can still get down with some Garth Brooks, and I still like 90s alternative, Nirvana, all those groups from then. Yeah, it doesn't matter, old school. I'm the same way. I don't think music is like it used to be. I even listen to music from like, the 40s, 50s, 60s. If I'm, for my day job, if I'm coding, if I'm writing code, or if I'm doing something that I'm writing all the, the zeros and ones on the screen, I'm usually listening to swing music, Glenn Miller, stuff like that. That stuff, yeah, old school for me. Old school. You kind of screwed up if you like chocolate cheesecake. That's a great point, Billy. I guess I'll have to go with either no chocolate or no cheesecake. 80s and before depresses me. Oh, I still love listening to Johnny Cash, you know, all those guys. Yeah. Yep. Mel knows me. If before the 70s, and I'm going with today, but her favorite's the 80s. Yep. Hair bands. 80s hair bands, Southern rock, 80s country. Yes. Y'all have some good taste. I like it. I like it. All right. Would you rather live somewhere really hot or live somewhere really cold? If you had to choose one of those two extremes, which one would you rather choose? Eagles. Hey, Nicholas Z, I agree with that. Yeah, the Eagles. Winger, Bon Jovi, Poison Warrant. Yeah, all good stuff. So would you rather live somewhere really cold, really hot, or really cold if you had to choose one of the extremes? So Ellie says cold. Lisa says hot. Tommy says hot. Mark says really hot. He ain't playing around. Like, he wants to move to Arizona. Move over there with Andy, with Bearded Prack. Cold, too hot all the time would be miserable. Yeah, and cold is what I say too. I don't like extreme cold, but if I had to choose the extremes and that's all I could choose, I'm gonna stick with cold. I don't like being hot. Damien says hot. Well, you're in the perfect place then, aren't you? I live in the South. My ancestry's from the Nordic regions. I'm going really cold. Hey, what's up, E-Rock? Good to see you, man. I'll take the humidity over the cold. Shoo, not me. And you work outside, don't you? Oh, man. I can't do high humidity. I stay inside. Hot all day. Anything under 70 is too cold. So if I could have the perfect time of year, it would be like mid 60s all the time is what it would be. Low to mid 60s would be perfect. I live somewhere very hot, so I'll pick cold so I can wear all my Dixons. There you go. Cold. It's funny. I mean, Andy will send pictures of him laying in his hammock in January. Like, dude, come on, man. What's up, Aaron? No, dude, don't apologize. Appreciate you being here at all. This is you guys know how it is. We're all, as creators, always busy, always doing something, and can't possibly make everything. So don't ever apologize for being late, not being here, whatever the case. So I appreciate you, man. Hot with no humidity. Cold because I got heaters. That's kind of where I'm at. Cold because I have heaters. I mean, like I tell my wife, when we always have the thermostat conversation. There is only so much that I can take off before it becomes socially unacceptable. If it's too hot, there's nothing I can do about that. So let's do cold. Get affected too bad by seasonal funk depression. I hear you, man. Also hate AC. You sound like Mel. She doesn't like AC either. Yep, I work to make money. There you go, sir. I worked outside at a winery in New York. Winters done with cold. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Wisconsin I'm sure there's going to be some extreme part of the winter. I'm going to be like, what was I thinking? But I'm excited about it. Moving to Arizona in a few years. How does a beard feel in the heat? It doesn't. It really keeps your face cool. Honestly, it's really no different than having it any other time. It doesn't make me any warmer at all. Bearded guys in the chat, let me know your thoughts on that. For me, it doesn't really make a difference though. It doesn't make me any hotter during the summer at all. Somebody put Aaron in timeout. Not really. I wasn't saying do it. We're moving to Wisconsin next year. Bring on the cold. Yeah, for sure. My sister lives in Phoenix. Only spent 2 weeks there, but I'd move there in a second. Yeah, so a friend of mine who's on YouTube also, that's where he lives. And I'm not moving to Arizona because of snakes, scorpions, and hot weather. That would keep me out of Arizona. 94 to 96 this coming weekend. Holy cow, we're still in the 70s. Yeah, beard's a shade for your face. That's right. Packer schedule being released Thursday. Hey, what's up, Walter? My apologies as well. Just finished the stream with Tech Troublemaker. No worries, man. No worries. Thanks for being here. Hope you guys had a good stream. Hair on my head makes a huge difference. Feels better. Yeah, talking about the beard. Yeah, for sure. All right. Would you rather lose the ability to use GPS for the rest of your life or lose the ability to use a credit card? Are you giving up GPS or are you giving up your credit card? Which one are you giving up? I got the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Mini. It's really mini hard to type. No worries, no worries. So would you rather use the ability to use GPS or use a credit card? Aaron Rodgers says credit card. I'll go ahead and answer. This one's easy. Me and Mel don't have credit cards, and I don't want credit cards. I need GPS, so I don't need a credit card at all. That's just us, though. That's just us. Tommy, I didn't really think about it, but no, let's just go credit card. Just credit card. Old school standard credit card. Aaron's old school, prefers paying with cash. There you go. Mark says, my beard doesn't keep me warm or cold, but it's long enough to blow in the wind finally. Yeah, dude, your beard's growing out there, man. It's looking good. All right. So you are giving up credit card, credit card, credit card. Yeah, just credit. GPS, we lived with maps when I was 20. Cannot function without GPS, me neither. Yep, GPS. Oh, Santa Dad, you give up GPS? Midnight Scroller, I don't have credit cards. Yeah, we don't either. Credit cards easily. And I say that because I've gotten in trouble with credit cards before. I learned a hard lesson, and I will never, ever have another credit card. Won't happen. When you're 20 and in the Army and, you know, all of a sudden you have people wanting to give you money, you take it and it gets you in trouble. I don't do credit cards anymore. Don't like credit cards. Choose GPS, but I need to quit my credit card. Oh no, I love Apple Wallet, but I have my debit card in there. And all of my store, my Lowe's card, my, you know, all that stuff, so. No GPS means no Pokemon Go. Oh my gosh. Every time the Pokemon Go comes up, yeah, for sure. Me too. Every time Pokemon Go comes up, I'm reminded of, me and Mel were leaving, used to be Kmart a couple of years ago. We were leaving Kmart, and as we're coming out of the parking lot to the stoplight, it's basically sort of a little congested area. There's basically 2 lanes. You can turn left, you can turn right. Both lanes go straight, but you have to wait for the light. And so we're leaving Kmart, and there's a guy sitting, a guy and his girlfriend or his wife or whoever, and they're sitting there in their car. Like, I think their car's broken down. He's blocking traffic. He's sitting in the middle of traffic. I'm assuming he's broke down. So we pull up next to him, and I roll my window down. I'm like, hey man, do you need some help? Can I call somebody? Whatever. And he's just like, no, there's a Pokemon right here and I'm trying to catch it. I'm like, dude, get out of here. Sitting in the middle of the road to catch Pokemon. Every time I hear Pokemon Go, that's what I think of. Video series, How to Raise Your Credit Score. I'm not qualified to make that video series. Dave Ramsey. That's the first name that comes to mind for me. All right, and that was the last one. All right, y'all. So that was the research tab. That was Would You Rather, and that's what I got for tonight. So it's right at 8 o'clock. I think we're doing good. Ellie, my 12-year-old, plays Pokemon Go on his walk home from school. Takes him 15 minutes longer. Yeah. I don't understand the Pokemon Go thing, especially like blocking traffic for it. That just kind of like, all right, dude, get out of the way. All right, y'all. So, hey, coming up Friday, we do have Just Stream With Me Friday nights at 9 p.m. So we will be doing that this week, of course. We have the Just Hit Record creator community. If you want to join that, it's a community full of creators from YouTube, from TikTok, from other platforms that ask questions, answer questions, things like that. It's a cool community. It's really come together. So I'm enjoying that. So if you want to join that, justhitrecordofficial.com is the website to get there. Do have one-on-one coaching sessions on the website. They are located at that link there. Those are on the website. And of course, if you need to reach me for any reason, my website, kenthecontentcoach.com, my email, ken@kenthecontentcoach. All social medias are listed in the description of this video and every other video. That's how to reach me. If I can do anything for you at all, answer questions, whatever, reach out, let me know. The two best ways, email and Instagram. Those are the easiest ways to really get in touch with me. I always say don't try to message me on TikTok because they have the worst messaging feature around. I always lose messages. So that's how to reach me. All right, y'all. Yeah, we paid for our last vacation without using any credit cards. No debt from our trip. Yep, for sure. I will never, ever, ever have credit cards. And I have companies sending me like credit card, pre-approvals and stuff like that now, like business credit cards. And I'm like, no thanks. Not even for business. I don't want it. So, all right. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Hopefully you learned something tonight. The research tab is pretty simple. There's not much to it, but it's super valuable. I think it's going to be a game changer for a lot of creators and trying to figure out what to create. So play around with that. I appreciate all of you for giving me just, an hour of your time just for coming and hanging out here tonight. I thank you guys so much as always. Hope you all have a great week. Yep. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great week. Go be a positive light for somebody. I forgot my next part. What do I always say? Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. My mind went blank for a second. Y'all have a good night. Just hit record. We'll see you on Friday.